Hello everybody, it's Brian here.
And this is Didge.
And we're getting ready to take a look at a very special show. It actually just happened yesterday on the other side of the world in Japan.
Yes. And we've been looking forward to this show for quite some time. It is none other than Japanese WrestleMania, Wrestling Kingdom 3, the Tokyo Dome show that's held every year. First show of the year for New Japan, and they always bring in some stars for their biggest show.
Wrestle Kingdom 3, man. I'm really excited. We just finished watching it.
Yeah.
Gotta give a quick plug, too, courtesy of the Death Valley Driver Video Review Forums.
Don't tell anybody, because we might get in trouble.
The matches download folder.
Yeah.
We're able to pull it all from it.
And the dude that downloaded it, awesome resolution, just fantastic. It looks great. And just put it on the flat screen TV, and we just watched it. Nearly a 4+ hour show, and it was really phenomenal. Woo. So, let's get right into it.
Yeah, let's get started with the matches. Started things off with a 6-man tag from CMLL. Mystico was in action, teaming with Taguchi and Prince Devitt. They were taking on the team, the Manifest Destiny team of Averno, Jado, and Guido.
And
good stuff.
Yeah.
Mystico, huge star in Mexico. He looked good to start.
And let's come off right out the gate and say this match was for Mystico to shine. This is all that was booked around was him. All right, it was just a showcase for him to get over with the Japanese fans because this is his first trip to Japan.
Oh, and
first match in Japan.
It was a flawless exhibition of his stuff. Silky smooth lucha stuff.
Probably the most crisp lucha you're going to see anywhere, because any lucha I see is fairly sloppy and nothing is snug. But not to say that it's bad, but it's really loose and it doesn't translate well to other countries. Japan usually so on it. But his stuff is really crisp. I was really impressed with the Hurricanranas, how most people, land on their fucking ass or their back. He lands on his feet when he does his Hurricanranas, which was really something new and innovative when doing a move that everybody in your country does.
Oh, yeah.
So, it was pretty much built around him. We gotta talk about Prince Devitt powerbombing himself, trying to do a head.
He tried to do, it looked like he was going for a backflip kick.
Yeah.
Which is a hard enough move to pull off. But to do it, you've got to put a lot of oomph behind it.
And you kind of got to rotate your body, which all he did was pretty much throw his feet up, and he looked like Daniel Stern from Home Alone.
Yeah. He turned completely upside down.
Selling on some micro machines.
That was bad.
And pretty much just KO'd himself.
Also, Mystico snapped off in a beautiful kick on the apron, like a standing enziguri. That was so quick. I mean, it looked like something out of a martial arts flick. And then directly following, he did another one of his patented head scissors, which was so, again, smooth and fluid.
Yeah. I gave this match a 4.
I also gave this match a 4. I will say Devitt tried to make up for his earlier botch by doing a giant somersault plancha over the guardrail to the floor from the top turnbuckle. He mostly hit floor, but I got to give him a couple points for that.
Yeah.
Taguchi, who was the third man in the face team, was hardly not featured at all. I think he had like a drop kick. But I also gave it a 4.
To get jumped on.
Yeah, I also gave this a 4.
We're pretty close on all our scores throughout the show, so what you see is pretty much what it's going to be.
I think we kind of came. It was pretty unanimous up and down the board.
Yeah.
This is a 4, and let me just quickly say, although it's a 4, it's not a bad match. Mystico looks spectacular. However, it's short. It's an opener, and
it's short for a 6-man.
It did exactly what it was meant to do. So it's not actively bad or anything, but it's just a good opener.
Yeah.
That leads us to our second match. Jushin Thunder Liger and Sano versus...
The 20th anniversary.
Yes, of Liger. Phenomenal career. Against Inoue and Kanemoto, Koji, a big enemy of Liger's for the past 10-15 years.
And they've been feuding or attacking, and they've pretty much been intertwined for the past 15 years too.
Yeah.
Going back to the Tiger Mask 3 days.
This was pretty good. Sano had some really good stiff kicks.
Inoue and Koji were bringing out some great heel kicks that were on the money and caving in bread baskets.
Yeah.
Which I really enjoyed. And There were some really good strikes. Koji, of course, brought his strikes to the dome, and he unleashed them.
Really nice flurries that he was busting out. In fact, I would actually go as far as to say that I thought he looked a step better than Liger, his contemporary.
Yeah.
And, take that for what you will.
Good strikes, bad tags.
Yeah,
That's what we had
there were some legal man issues, which ultimately was, I think, this match's downfall. I'll get on to that momentarily. Sano hit a great German suplex on Kanemoto at one point, and the finish came at the result of a top rope brainbuster, which is a dangerous and spectacular move. But yeah, the legal man issues, the last 4 or 5 minutes of the match, pretty much everybody was in the ring. Both faces were in the ring, and it kind of left me scratching my head.
Yeah. I thought that too. I mean, there was one point when, I forget who it was. I think it was NHO was in the ring for, 3 minutes, and he wasn't the legal man, just waiting on the outside to keep Sano from coming in and breaking up counts or submissions, which is, come on, you can't get out of the ring.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just sitting there waiting like you're playing defense.
Right.
Keep yourself in between your opponent in the basket so they don't score. I mean, the refs got to get in on that shit. But overall, it was a good match, but I said I don't think it was recommendable. I would say it was a 4.
Yeah, the only reason I was actually going to give it a 4 too, I tossed it another point, giving it a grand total of 5 for me, and that's mostly from nostalgia. I have been watching Liger and Koji work each other since the mid-90s, so kind of as a throwback to fans who have been following the sport for a long time. I got a little bit of personal enjoyment out of that, but as far as the wrestling itself, neither guy's glory days. And the legal man issues really kind of bummed me out. So I think as far as structure, this match, it didn't do justice to the talent involved.
Yeah, and it seemed hurried as well.
Match number 3, the Motor City Machine Guns from TNA against the team of Yujiro and Naito.
Team No Limit.
Otherwise known, Team No Limit.
And we first became aware of these guys when we recently watched the Destruction pay-per-view in October.
Yeah.
And we were blown away because they were the opener, and it was an 8. It was fantastic. And right now I want to seek out all these guys' stuff because they're what the Machine Guns want to be.
Yeah.
All their stuff, they always know what they're going to do, and it doesn't seem like they're doing spots. Everything is fluid. It's just... I just really enjoy it. One thing I didn't enjoy, which I've becoming more aware of lately, is Shelley going through multiple emotions within a very small amount of time.
Yeah.
As he's doing a whole bunch of body movements, trying to get the crowd to notice him or get behind him, and he's frailing around looking like a goddamn idiot. It's like, pick an emotion, go with it. If you're upset, be upset. If you're surprised because somebody kicked out, that's fine. But just don't freak out and do it all at the same time.
Yeah.
I noticed he was doing that a lot, trying to get the crowd pumped up, was frailing around and looking like a goddamn idiot.
Yeah.
So that was one thing that bugged me about this match.
Yeah, this match to me, Shelley got his nose busted open pretty early, and he fought through it, which was admirable. Yeah. This match, I don't have a lot to say about it.
It was a better showcase for the Guns than ROH is. Team No Limit catered more to the Guns' strength, unlike the Briscoes, who seem to never go under 30 minutes, unless maybe one of the Chris boys breaks one of their knees in a botched spot. But
it was a good snapshot of what could possibly be a better, longer match, I think.
And it looks like that might actually continue because the Guns win the IWGP Junior Tag Team titles.
Which means Team No Limit could possibly be pursuing them here stateside.
Which would be wonderful.
Could be really good if handled correctly.
One thing about the No Limit team, they're really phenomenal, and there's nothing but a bright future for them. One thing I just noticed is that their timing is great.
They do seem to be
They're
really
doing
smooth.
a lot of movement, and it just looks like all their timing is perfect. It's one of the hardest things to do in a business is to have actual great timing.